Hey everyone, Civ Extraordinaire here, and as you can see, last episode we launched the Earth satellite, and I guess we're launching it again this episode. So that is quite a proud moment for our nation's history here, and just go ahead and accept that mission. But I'm happy to bring you guys episode 10 of our Portugal Let's Play. So this should be airing on like Thursday. I don't know whether or not the first look for the next update will be out by then. I'm not too optimistic about that. I think they'll save that off until next week. But in the meantime, let's just have some fun with Civ 6. This is a fairly chillax, as the young kids say. It's a pretty chillax Let's Play. So let's just go ahead and get some housing down here. We need something for Coimbra, so build a neighborhood. And we have suzerainty of Valletta, which is wonderful because this episode I wanted to go ahead and just buy the city-state out. So there we go. And I think to kind of top that off, we're going to just go ahead and place down a campus here. And let's also buy these olives out. But we're going to place down a campus here and try to get a navigation school to kind of just jumpstart our science. Not that it's already boosted enough, but it's just, why not? Just more toppings onto the pile here. So, okay, you want to research alliance. I'm perfectly fine with that. And we're just going to help our allies grow by sending them trade routes. And you want to renew that. Though I don't want to give you a great work. So that is a no for me. And you want Funchal. Yeah, no way. I don't know why you want Funchal, but I'm not giving that to you under any circumstance. So I've never had the AI actually request to trade a city from me, so that is kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm not doing that for a cultural alliance, buddy. I guess he was just trying to preserve that alliance, though, because he liked it, but that was asking for way too much, especially taking that. It's kind of surprising he was taking that tone with me. Ooh, there's some tornadoes. After he, or after we helped him liberate a lot of his cities. I mean, his empire was essentially non-existent. So, damn, Poland is colonizing, though. They have by far the most cities in this game. I didn't expect them to colonize the steppe. So, they have like 50 cities now. I'm really surprised by how quickly they are catching up. But still, I don't think I don't think they'll be able to catch up to us in the meantime. So let's just get plastics and enjoy our little advantage here. We also go to preserve last episode, and that is giving us some much needed. Okay, and we have just finished our neighborhood, but that is giving us some much needed clarity on where to go with preservation and everything, and it's giving us some amazing yields. So I think we still need to build a sanctuary. Yeah, we do. And that's going to give us some science, which is really, really nice. And yeah, so let's get a food market and really take advantage of that neighborhood. I think Porto, just go ahead and like build a spy maybe. Get campus research grants, and you can actually skip that and finish building Orsagas. 5 turns left. And that should be fine. Okay, we're also building a spaceport here in Lisbon. We had to sacrifice a tile for that, but I still think it's worth it. We have 72 production there, so not bad if I do say so myself. We're also unlocking a shopping mall too, which I believe fills out the neighborhood. And I think our cities are fine for now. But we have Cristo Redentor. Would be nice if we were going for a tourism victory, but for now we're fine. What is that? A solar farm. That could be useful. I think I also want to plant down some forest if I can. So I don't know if that's available to us yet. But we have some spec ops, so we have to see where we can go with that. Okay, just go get a spy, why not? And let's promote Reina, get tax collector. We're working towards buying out spaceports, though it's probably pointless at this point, so we're just maximizing everything we can. Okay, we have some interesting policy cards. Let's go ahead and get military research. That's another plus 38 science. And that's going to accompany our military policy very well. I also want to slot out colonization and maybe slot in rationalism. And that should be good. That should boost us up by like 50 points. Now we're at 1,000 science. That is going to just be insane. So we're twice as far ahead as the next guy. So that is just great. Okay, he wants a religious alliance. That's fine. My religion is present in his empire. And that should be good from now. Okay. So go ahead. We can plant forests. And yes, that is definitely going to boost my productivity here. It's going to negate some of the penalties inflicted on the surrounding area by this mine, which decreases appeal by 1. Okay, we've researched plastics, so we can start up polluting the ocean here. And let's also, speaking of pollution, maybe we go for, I don't know. That's the geothermal plant. This is uranium. So I don't know if we have the Mars expedition unlocked yet, but I have been thinking about that. We could launch a moon landing, and I think we want to do that. So after we get Orsagas, let's go ahead and prioritize the moon landing here. And then we can move on to Mars. So Heidelberg has been founded. Looks like Germany is finally founding a few more cities. Though I don't know where they put Heidelberg. So, oh, there it is in Iceland. Wow, that's certainly interesting. So I guess at least someone has finally colonized Iceland by 1957. And let's get the sewer here in Faro, and I don't know. We have a satellite, not really worth building any special recon units for. Let's just go ahead and get a solar farm. And we're also getting an inspiration for that, so that is really nice, just to make sure we don't lag behind in power. I also love the little design of that. Really, really nice.
With self-government is freedom. And with freedom is justice and patriotism.
Alright, Orsagas has been built. Or is being built, I guess, technically. I think this wonder has one of the best designs in the game. I know I say that a lot, and I like to prioritize pretty looking wonders. But, man, that is a really nice looking wonder. Just look at those beautiful little peaks there. Wonderful. And that purple color scheme is really, really nice with those pillars. Okay. Let's go for an airport. We can buy that out. Let's do that. And we're getting another +4 era score. That airport looks pretty nice if I do say so myself. And also, we don't need a spaceport just yet. Though I think we need a neighborhood, so let's just go ahead and prioritize that. And chop this out here. Well, we're not going to chop it out. We're just going to build on top of that. And that should be fine. Get the shrine and buy this temple. And then I guess we could get a naturalist, but I don't really feel like it. So just go ahead and work towards harbor shipping, or actually campus research grants, because we don't have enough science. We're already at 1,117. So our yields are also really insane. Halicarnassus is helping us out a ton. I always recommend that wonder, especially if you have a coastal start. Always pitches in really, really well. And then let's get an aquarium here in Braga. That seaport is fitting the island quite well, if I do say so myself. Alright, renew that mission. And I don't really have anything else to do with the spies. Sorry, not sorry. And what do we want here? Okay, we could get a drone and drone strike some poor Polish people, but not really feeling up to that today. So we could get the Golden Gate Bridge. Actually, you know what? That sounds pretty fun. Let's just go ahead and do that, since we really have nothing else better to do, and it would look nice here. So why not? Why not? Okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and continue improving some monopolies here, or at least creating some, but also buying out some builders and repopulating the Iberian Peninsula with some forests. So go ahead and put some builders down. I know actually, what is this? Build nuclear device. Okay, there's a ton of nuclear stuff we have here, but I'm more interested in the Mars landing. So where do we have access to that? Ooh, there we go. Launch exoplanet expedition. Let's just beeline that with smart materials. And that's also going to unlock a giant death robot upgrade, which would be pretty insane. I want to actually roll over Poland with one of those, see if I can do it in time. And then actually there's the Mars colony. If we have enough time, we can try and do that. But that would be really nice. I think we're also completing our steps for the science victory here. So there we go. Next we just need to launch the moon landing. Then we go to Mars colony. Then exoplanet. And then exoplanet expedition. Okay. So we should be beating these guys pretty handily, even though some of them are benefiting, namely Victoria, from our alliance. And Sweden is finally colonizing Norway. It took them like 500 turns, but I mean, finally they're seeing the light and like finally performing some basic dam execution. So we also have some uranium here, and that is pretty nice. Though we're not accumulating any, I don't think. Yeah, +0. So let's just get an art museum. And this is looking quite nice here. I think I'll still keep building some forests. We might even build another preserve, who knows. Ooh, and then we have the moon landing there. And it grants a one-time culture bonus. That is going to be insane, considering how much culture we have right now. Alright, +5, and then one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, yada yada yada. And we also have capitalism. We found that we researched capitalism after we sent our project to the moon. Just tells you how far behind we are on civics, relatively speaking. But let's go ahead and get cultural heritage, and this should help catch us up just a little bit. Okay, get a... what do we want here? We're not really doing anything regarding the Mars colony just yet. So in the meantime, I think we can afford to get a shopping mall. That'll also give us some tourism. And then here, we're not low on power just yet, but we could build some forests. So let's just actually go with a solar farm, and then we can plant some forests over here. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. If the turn ever ends, that is. Okay, and we just researched cultural heritage. Send this envoy. Looks like... okay, that was actually... I thought a city-state was conquered, but that was because we took over Valletta with our handy little great person. Anyhow, in the meantime, go send some envoys to Geneva and then send one to Vilnius. Try to snag these guys away from their overlords. I noticed Peter has been a bit aggressive with how he's acquiring some city-state suzerainities. So why don't we just push back a little bit there. Let's also get the increased tourism. I don't really have anything else to invest into, so I've kind of exhausted all of my science policy cards. Okay, how close are we to a tourism victory, speaking of that? 66 turns. I think we'll definitely get a science victory faster. Which is kind of funny, because science victories usually take much longer than tourism victories, especially with monopolies, but I haven't been pressing myself too hard on that. Okay. So you're just waiting around, but I'll probably keep a spy here just in case the AI tries to sabotage anything. And we could build spaceports everywhere, but I think I'm going to keep Cidade Vela on the ivory products here. Too bad the Chinese aren't in this game where they could really start buying stuff out for us. Okay, we have 3 power. And I think we're generating some power from this this solar plant here. But let me keep continuing to plant some trees. And then send this trade route to Arma. Okay, shipyard. But man, our science is jumping up by like 100 every few turns. It's just so ludicrous. So ludicrous. Though Victoria's science is pretty respectable, relatively speaking. Even though her science is like a third of what we have right now. Okay, submarine. I don't really need Chester Nimitz. I think he was a famous U.S. general, but I don't need him really, so I'm fine kicking him out. Okay, we've been neglecting holy sites, so I think I'm going to build something in Porto. But it doesn't matter at this point, we're just stalling for a science victory. Okay, put you in Lisbon, or keep you in Lisbon, and let's put you over to the science district. That's all that really matters at this point. And we have another great scientist who increases production towards space race projects. So let's put you over here in Coimbra and move you over to the Space Center once we're done with that stuff. Okay, in the meantime, let's save this guy for later because I'm not too sure how that ability in specific works. And I think it's just a one-time use. So I don't think it just applies generally to all space race projects, so that would be a bit broken. So I'm just going to do some campus research grants, and we can save that for the Mars landing. Okay. And then I think the exoplanet expedition is when we actually explore outside of the universe and really start wrecking havoc. But yeah, look at how much land Poland has. That is ridiculous. And then how much do we have anyway? We're ranked number 2. We have 3.46. So we're still pretty beefy in terms of our empire spread. So I guess I shouldn't be criticizing Poland too much. But I mean, our cities are a lot more meaningful. So I will criticize Poland. Even though they're the AI. But let's build, I don't know, an industrial zone. That +3 is nothing to scoff at. And I'll put you on sleep, of course. But look at this line of frigates just... God, so many damn trade routes. That is so insane. We have like a trader for every tile. It's so good. Okay, the last city-state that is not under our control is Vilnius, so we will continue pumping some envoys there. And our yields are just so insane. So good. Okay, build a farm on top of this to get that triangle going, or at least prolong it. And send something to Stoke-upon-Trent. These trade yields are just disgusting. Okay, you could buy a broadcast center. Go ahead and do that. Gotta do something with our gold since it's kind of quickly spiraling out of control here. What do you want to do next here? Bolshoi Theater could be nice. So why not do that? Continue buffing our theater square. And then let's also buy a builder here. Once our turn ends. Or the AI's turn ends for more correct pronunciation of that. And, or wording, I guess. Not technically a pronunciation. I think my pronunciation was fine. Okay. Go ahead and go over to this niter and build that. I don't think I could buy that out earlier, but now I can since the initial tiles here have been purchased. Though I don't know how much I don't know how working that kind of figures out. I usually don't play this long into the game. I'm usually bored by then, but Portugal has been pretty fun just to abuse. So I am having quite a bit of fun here. Okay, let's try to convert photo. We need some apostles here. So I think I'll send out one last apostle. We have Scorched Earth. And Composites is coming along pretty nicely. Okay, so go over here and how much power do we have? 9, we're fine on power. Go ahead and place down a forest here. And of course that's going to increase the appeal. And then I think I might put down one last forest over here. And then we should be good. Okay. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Go ahead and campus research grants to speed up our science. And you can also do campus research grants. I think in the meantime I'll get a builder. Though I already have one here, right? Right over here. So should be fine and dandy. Okay, we'll just place down this forest. And that should just give us a little bit more production. So I don't know if that's the best play. If you guys think I can do anything better, let me know. But we should be fine for now. Okay. So you go ahead and maybe build a solar panel here. And then what do you want to do here? What was that? I thought I saw like a missile strike. That was a bit odd there. Okay, anyhow, go over here and plop down a forest or maybe even a solar panel. And then we can see what we can do next. Sydney Opera House. Those musician points would be good, though I don't want to sacrifice some fish tiles. So I think I'll just go for a seaport, buy that out. And maybe work on a trader there. A trader or two. Oops, that's the wrong one. Though I'm fine with the builder, so I just trying to give my city something to do, man. It's kind of getting boring just to spam these projects out. Though it is better than just waiting around in Civ 5 once you have too much production. So, okay. Go ahead over here and maybe plant some more forest down. And then let's send this to Leeds. And work on a project here. Campus research grant sounds fine. And Braga is fine here. So let's just go for more campus research grants. I'm kind of disappointed the AI hasn't been too proactive about recruiting out heroes, though. Still a bit disappointed in that. Okay. Some more ivory. I think that even had a Chinese name. I'm not too sure. But speaking of being proactive, I think once I get these trade routes under control, we can go ahead and finally get like 51% control over the olives here. So let me just buy out the navigation school. And once I'm done with that, just splurging money everywhere, I think I can go ahead and, man, we just bought out 2 complete entire districts from scratch and like sunk 10,000 gold into this pathetic little city-state. But let's go ahead and buy a builder and then just send this, actually I'll get the production here first, but go ahead and buy a builder and then we can improve this olive resource there to try to get a monopoly. Okay. Let's go for Temple of Artemis would actually not be that bad, so I think I would just get that just for that city. And I think it also gives some housing too, which is not bad either. And then just get a solar farm there. That should be good. Alright, we finally have composites. Felt like it was taking forever to get that, but we have increased energy, or increased renewable energy options. Didn't want to mistake myself because we do have many energy options here at our disposal, but we don't have that many renewable energy options. So, looks like we are losing some polar ice, though. We have passed climate change, and we are producing a ton of CO2 here. So that's just half of that CO2 is Portugal alone. Though I bet Poland is probably producing a ton too. Okay. Go over there and put some solar farms down there. And go ahead and go for some campus research grants again. What do you want to do? You could get a water park, that's fine with me. And then let's send this musician over to... Can we even send them anywhere? I don't think so, actually. So just stay there. And we might need to invest in an art museum. So we have a ton of great people, actually. Who is Sergey? What do you even do? I don't know. But who is this great artist? Okay, we'll send this artist over here to Hermitage and start pumping out some art. And then I don't even know what Carl Sagan does. I have so many excess great people here. Carl. There we go. Additional space race production, which is insane considering we already have someone giving us additional space race production. So, stay here, and we can move Carl Sagan over to the spaceport over here. Okay, I don't know what Sergey does, but you can just stay here. And then we will move our musician over to the theater square here. Prelude and Nocturne, I think it's called. Okay, build this, and then finally, with this final olive plantation, we should have enough resources to found a monopoly. So I don't know if we have a great merchant for that, though. So we're just going to have to wait around and see. Okay, this could be potentially dangerous. I would vote for some production towards coal power plants. Looks like Victoria wants to further industrialize herself. Then, of course, we're going to vote for ourselves, like put 10 into voting for a Diplo victory. And then this isn't really going to work because I don't think anyone has nukes. So that weapons of mass destruction bill, I think we already had that last Congress anyway, but it's not going to do anything.
Mounted to the clouds.
Okay, Temple of Artemis. Funny building an ancient era wonder in the atomic era. But that should give us some more amenities. Yeah, +4, pretty good. And then go ahead and keep building some campus research grants. Though the Mars colony is coming along very, very quickly, so that should be just in time. Get some more campus research grants and get a builder. Yeah, kind of at a loss for what to do here. I guess you can go for Sydney Opera House. And you keep creating some statues. I don't know. Whatever the hell you do. Just do it. Okay, you actually do have a purpose because we need you to create some fish. Did they create 2 canals? What is the point of that, Poland? There is like... You're saving like 1 turn. There's like 0 point to creating 2 of these pointless canals. But I do respect the amateur attempt at kind of imitating me in my canal shenanigans, so... I can understand the effort you'd go to, but no one can beat my canal placement, so just kind of futile there. Okay, not though I've seen some far better canal placements than I placed down. I'm just saying, bragging and comparing myself to the AI. I know that's not a very apt comparison, but still, I mean, my canal placements are pretty damn good, I think. When I can place them, that is. But we do have a fishing boat, canal bragging aside, and that is like a whole +5 or +6 food, which is great. Gonna really help our city grow there. Not that we needed more food, but still gonna be great. And then the Irish Sea, I guess it has replaced the Mediterranean. Anyhow, we're gonna build some boats here, and then looks like this entire portion of the sea is ours, so that is quite good. Okay, last builder charge there. Get a workshop. And I'm not even worrying about optimizing builder charges since we can just build them immediately. I can afford to buy like 5 builders a turn and still not run out. So I make like way more than I use up regarding my gold production here. So I hope the solar farms don't actually reduce appeal, because I was thinking of placing down another preserve, but I think they're fine for that. I don't know if they do anything to appeal. I wouldn't think they would, but it's entirely possible. Sheffield has become quite the impressive city here. Probably thanks to its seaport. I'm surprised Cardiff hasn't actually been captured, though, yet, considering they are taking up a significant portion of the main British Isle here. Though I don't know what it's actually called, because I know these collectively, these 2 islands are the British Isles, but I don't know if the main isle is just called Britain, or if there's an actual, or maybe if there's no term for the main island at all, but not too sure on that. Anyhow, let's go and invest 1 turn into campus research projects, and then we should be able to go for the Mars project next. Okay, I don't have anything to do here, so repair outer defenses. And thankfully we built a flood barrier in time. Looks kind of cool since we have some walls surrounding it, so we have like 2 walls. And now we have nanotech. What am I even going to do with this builder? I don't know. I didn't think I could get this far, but I guess I'll just put you to rest. Okay, next we don't really care about nukes too much, though that could be fun to mess around with. I think we wanted smart materials for exoplanet expeditions here, though that is going to take 5 techs to kind of rush our way through too. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and go for the Mars project, and then use, what is this? Carl Sagan to kind of push ourselves through there. And there we go. That is a much bigger rocket. Alright, space stonks are probably going way up. But we finally accomplished Elon Musk's mission. There we go. We're going to Mars, baby. Going to Mars. Okay, continue with the science. Speed us along. Continue with the science. And you can also continue with the science here. So, I feel like I'm some kind of vaccine doctor, I don't know, mentioning science this much, but, whatever. Whatever. I think I'll probably call this an end for today's episode, though. I think it's probably been at least like 30 minutes. I don't know. I've been keeping track of time too well. But, Poland even has Arthur at their disposal. I don't know what they're doing with him. Probably planning for some raid on poor Vilnius. But, aside from that, I think we'll call this an end for today's episode. But if you like the episode, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. This has been Civic Extraordinaire, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Peace.